Hello everyone, this is Tony Mori. Join me on my visit to Misueno Winery in Napa Valley. Misueno, which is Spanish for my dream, is located in the southern part of Napa. Roland Herrera, who started producing wine in 1997, established a vineyard management company in 2003, and his company owns 35 acres of vineyards. Mr. Herrera loves to be involved in all stages of winemaking, and his company also manages other vineyards in Napa and Sonoma. Misueno ships 7,000 cases a year. Let's hear more about Misueno Winery in Napa Valley from owner and winemaker Roland Herrera.
Well, Misueno is a small, what we call a small boutique winery here in the Napa Valley. I'm currently making a production of 7,000 cases, and I'm quite a unique winery compared to other facilities. And the reason I say that because I'm not just a winery, but I'm also a vineyard management company. I'm also a consultant, and so I have multiple businesses under my own umbrella. So I started making my own wine in 1997. And in 2003, I formed my own vineyard management company. So currently I have about 35 acres that I own under long-term leasing that I manage with my own vineyard management company. And, and the fruit, it all comes into my facility here in the winery. So as of 3 years ago, I have 100% control. Currently, I make 3 Chardonnays, which we're showing one of them here. I make one from Los Carneros, one from Russian River and Sonoma Mountain, as well as 2 Pinot Noirs, one from Russian River and Los Carneros. I also do my smallest run of Syrah, which is about 200 cases from Napa Valley. And I have 100% Napa Valley Cabernet under Misueno, and I also do a blend. My most popular wine is a blend that I name after my hometown in Mexico in honor of my grandparents and my roots, where I learned to work the land and respect the land through working with my grandfathers, called El Llano, which means the plain. Then I have my Herrera lineup, which we're showing one of the wines today. But currently I have 3 wines under that, 2 Cabernets and 1 Pinot. And this I like to describe as my hobby, my passion. I like to describe this wine as the gift of Mother Nature. And it's a package that I've always dreamed of having, where it comes in a 3 wood box, a beautiful package, where there's no compromises made from quality, barrels, packaging. And I name each one of the wines I dedicate to each one of my children, which I have 6 children. I like to say I have 5 princesses and 1 champ. So currently I have 3 wines bottled under Herrera. So I have 4 more to go. 3 more for my daughters and 1 more for my wife, which I'd also like to make a wine. Most important in making wine for me is the vineyards. It's the grapes. It's so much, my job as a winemaker, it's so much easier when I have a great fruit to start with. So when I got introduced to the wine industry and started understanding the basics about vineyard management and crop, it came naturally to me. It just was a beautiful feeling. The first thing I remembered is like all the advice that my grandparents given me, and it just stuck to me as if I had already 30 years of experience. And the vineyards is something I love and I feel very comfortable with. So for me as a winemaker, I like to say, first I'm a farmer. I'm a viticulturist, I'm a farmer, and then I'm a winemaker. For me, the Chardonnay is important. Well, all the wines balance, but Chardonnay is the one variety that I disliked the most back in the 80s when I got into business. They were too over oak, too heavy, too buttery. So when I started making my own wine, I wanted to do something, I wanted to capture the philosophy and mentality of Europe, old world, with that minerality, the fruit, the crisp, and all my friends that I talked to from Europe, they were talking winemaking about different things than what we were here in America. Here back then we were talking about oak and filtrations and yeast and all these different malolactic bacteria. Well, my friends in Europe, they were talking to me more about soil and climate and farming, those type of things. So for me, it was a lot of fun, and that's the reason I started with the Chardonnay, because I want to introduce that philosophy, that old world mentality into our, great, California and Napa and Sonoma Valley weather. So it's what I call very Burgundian, which is 100% malolactic, but good acidity, well balanced, not over oak. So it's been a great, success I've had with this wine since day one. And then what we have here is, like I said earlier, this is my passion, this is my hobby. It's a Cabernet, and every year, 100% Cabernet. Every year I go through my inventory, and I select the top 3 to 4 barrels to make this bottling. And only the years that I feel that that it meets the standards. And not just the selection of barrels, but also a selection of rows or blocks from my vineyards. And it's a wine that I have a lot of fun making, but also is fulfilling my dream, my goal in making a wine that can stand with any wines, in my humble opinion, in the world. I would put this wine with the best of the best, and that's why I like to call it as the gift of Mother Nature. And we won't have these wines every year, and what I'm capturing here is every year when we go through and taste barrels, there's always a barrel or two that stands out and gives you this beautiful harmony and this beautiful homogenization between the fruit and the oak. That before I had this program, I couldn't capture that. And through those tastings, that's where I got the idea. I say, wow, this barrel is so beautiful. I want to start a name, a bottling under my family name, Herrera, that I can capture the beauty of the gift of the oak and the fruit and the weather, and also name it under my children. And that's what Herrera is all about. Hi, my name is Roland Herrera, and I'm the owner, winemaker, farmer, all the above of Misueno Winery here. And I'd like to send an invitation to everyone to please come see us. If you're ever near the San Francisco area, come see us in the Napa Valley. We are here open from Monday to Friday, and I would love to show you our humble place here in Misueno and share a great bottle of wine with all of you. So, salute to all of you, and we see you here in the Napa Valley in the near future. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed visiting Misueno Winery. I'll see you guys next time.